blue, I want you to see that it's above 100. Okay, because it's going to go away and it won't be as high whenever I'm recording. But anyhow, there's two GPUs. They're both being used. They've been both being used, and I'm in here. See, I'm getting 200. I was getting 211 before, so maybe 20 frames to record. I don't know if that'll hold up in game. Doesn't matter. This is now I'm at 225, which is my frame cap for triples, which means I've hit something in the game that I understand now, that I can reverse engineer the whole way this thing works, as far as like, like scaling. But it doesn't matter. It's gonna make the game playable. It's gonna piss a lot of people off. I don't know who exactly, but and I'll explain to you exactly how everything works. In fact, I can do that now while you're watching me load. So, um, essentially, I've got my game at a perfect multiple of what my actual multiple's even the right word. It's 16 by 9, okay, but it's the step down, but it's a 4 multiple up, or it's a double, triple. So 16 by 9, I've got 1080p screen, and 16 by 9 is this multiple. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't looking for words, I ain't got it. It doesn't matter the point. And that's set up in game. Okay, so when I told the game that that's my screen size, but and so as soon as adrenaline pops up, it detects that as my game size, and it upscales me from 900p to 1080p. Okay, so that's a small step. That's a little bit of a boost, like if you were playing another type of game. But what I'm doing here is I am actually see I'm in 768, but I'm not actually in 768. I'm in there in here on the borderless full screen. I'm on it. Okay. So as soon as I start STARCITIZEN, it goes to that. But what I'm actually in is a double of 1080p at 3K. But I've told the game to load that, and I'm setting it to a perfect fourth of that, or not a fourth, but like I don't know what it is right now. I'll have to look it up, because so that's a half of what I've got it set at. So one step down from there, which is the same as this. So you follow me? It's the same. It's the same. It's the same fraction, multiple, or whatever. I don't know what the word is at the moment. It's the same scale of difference. Okay, I don't. So you're not gonna have any loss, right? So then the game. There's no loss when adrenaline steps me up from 9 to 10, from 9 to 1080. Okay, and there's no loss when I pick those in game, which means I don't have to do full screen. I can stay in borderless and let adrenaline use GPU scaling, because it's perfect. Now, and so I'm playing in 768, getting the frames for 768 like I'm playing in 768. But I've got TSRA on, so that That's what it looked. That's what it would look like, right? I gotta fix my things every time you see? We'll look for the rest of it later. That's the only thing I need to change. This, see how, I mean, but it looks this bad all the way. Watch. We'll lose the frame rate, but we won't lose this bullshit. Well, I've already tested it. You'll lose the frame rate. You might can see it on some of the other videos actually. You lose the frame rate. Oh, you'll see it here, for example. I'll go down and lose frame rate, and that's still a perfect multiple. Well, you might not lose it on a perfect multiple. You'll lose clarity or frame rate or both. So we gain frame rate, which is what you should expect from this game, which is the opposite of the way that you've been seeing it, right? Because it's it's about scaling it in two different directions, which yeah. But we'll go up one and probably lose a little bit. Let's see. Well, definitely lose it on something goofy like that I don't know. Yeah, we'll lose it on that because I don't know what that is, but I don't think that's 16 by 9 at all. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. We'll just do it this way. 81. We're still really good. Just the way that I have it set up, because I have two cards now, you're just gonna tag out. Even with two, I gotta. I mean, these are the two cards that everyone was like, "Oh, you gotta upgrade your card. You gotta upgrade." I mean, that was 4 years ago, 3 years ago. It's just they haven't been letting them work together, until the updates and then AMD updates and all that. So anyway, I since I've already worked all this out, this is for you. But if you want to test it all out, there's all my other videos, and I have another video that make it more understandable. But now this is pretty clear for. I mean, look how small that is. Now I could go full screen and look, and that's what I wanted. I want a full screen version where I can do this. This is what I was trying to do. Yeah, I think. Yeah, if it'll let me. Yes. See, it gets fuzzy, but since it's perfect interval, 16 by 9, both of these are the two that I'm playing. This one and this one are both. This one is not. But see, we don't lose clarity in borderless because we're at that huge whatever that is. What are we set at? Oh, because we're set down here. See, we don't lose any clarity because we're set down here. That's what I was trying to say. We don't lose any clarity on this one. Cancel. Oh. But I haven't even gotten to the thing that I was gonna get to. So you get frames just because the smaller it is, the less memory you're using. Blah 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 blah. But we can go to what is the 66 is 26, 27, 12 or something like that. 27 somewhere around in there. I don't think it exists actually. probably doesn't because nobody uses that very long. 16 by 9 is the 38, and that's the one I'm going to show you, but I was hoping to find one. 1440 is the 25, yeah. 1440, no, but that's the other 1440. That's, no, I don't really. That one, 28, 20, there's probably a 28 up. Yeah, there's a 28. Let's do that one. Okay, since we're down there and we're upscaling, we're not we're not losing any information. This is exactly what it would look like. Because it's, well, 1800 by or it's 19 by 1080, yeah. So there's no way there's anything lost here. Either this one or this one. I don't know which one. And now I've got it, because I'm trying to explain it to you, I got it all confused in my head. But it's scaling it up from the driver, so we're not losing any information. This is without any fuzz added to it. See, that's with the fuzz added to it. And without it. And it changes the frame rate quite a bit, depending on what resolution you're at. But I haven't gotten to that yet. There's a lot of complicated things that I don't know. Okay, so that's on, so it's not all crappy looking, right? I can turn the other fuzz on, or I mean, it's CIG's fuzz, but it's good. It's just, I don't like the fuzz, but it's good. Okay, and you gain frame rate from that, right? So that's what I'm VSR'd at. This is what it thinks my screen size is. Star Citizen. Okay, and okay, and now I forgot to explain the rest of this. Okay, so now we're in full screen, but we're not losing anything like I was telling you, right? But what do you got at frames? 47, right? It's, be, it's because of what's happening right now, okay? I'm not playing. Watch this. Doom, 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 doom. See what it thinks we are? 404. 4. You with me? Okay? We're really not changing things. I'm showing you how all your scaling for the game can be perfectly aligned to where there's no the instruction set is there, but there's nothing happening, or very little happening, right? That's really gonna piss me off, but you know. Now I got 80 frames, right? 80. Or up at 3218 or whatever the hell. What did I just not do right? Oh no, that's right. We're at 12 millisecond, 12 ping. So like, I think the game is stopping us maybe. Sometimes it does that. Let me see. No, anyway, I've already seen it. So whatever it is I'm trying to show you, I've lost track of what I'm, because it's two separate things that you have to weave together like a dance. And for me, everything is a breakthrough. For you, you just want to see a thing with a pretty screen and understand what the hell is going on, and that it works for you at your house. But anyway, I'm happy with all of this, so it's not like I couldn't play this, but I don't think this is what I was trying to show you. But it's good enough, right? And look how clean it is. See, because what's happening is you're getting the frames, like the difference between those two low spots, right? Those two low spots are the internal part of the game that is the TSR. Okay, the TSR is the difference between them, the low and the high. When typically games aren't rendered like that. Like usually as you go up, shit gets harder to draw. Not the exact same, just less memory and shit used on the way down. And like there's something inside. I'm not trying to pick it apart. I don't care. I mean, I'm glad they're doing it. But I don't. It's not what you think. Anyway, so I've apparently. Oh, I am recording. So there are differences. Anyhow, so this is, and I'm not generating any frames either. But I think I've done better than that. But I don't know if the recording is affecting it. But I might. It might be. I explained it to you wrong and then done something wrong here. I mean, but this. Look how clean that is. It's all clean. And I don't. And this is a 1080p monitor, right? Follow me. And I have been doing like the big high down into the. So yeah, this one. Just curious whether or not. Yeah, I had another idea. Yeah. I thought I could see it in here, but maybe it's you're looking at the difference between it being emulated and me using the driver to pull it out of the game with multiple GPUs being used without using the fluid frames, because that'll screw up STARCITIZEN right away. As soon as you turn on fluid frames, you've messed up the shader cache pipeline, and it doesn't. You can't use it that way because if they're different cards, yeah. But it doesn't matter. The game works really well just by emulating a larger screen than what you have. I mean, it's not like the game is that demanding. It's just they're putting all the demand on one card and saying, "Oh, this is what you need to play the game." No, 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 no. You just need to emulate a bigger screen. You're, and Windows will schedule that fast enough. At least, I mean, there are places where you could tell maybe it's tearing because of that, but I mean, it's not that often. It's not that bad. Yeah, see, we're in full screen, so we lose, and then they try to fuzz it over. And see, and you can do it without the super resolution. You can do some of this and just VSR it down and get some pretty good frame rates. But you gotta pick the right. It's it's not. I don't think it's as good as doing this. And you'll see. Well, I'm just gonna put this up for now. Um, because this is gonna take more testing. But you can see it's working. But then it's working even better than this. So just know that this is good enough. I mean, 14 ping and 70 frames. I mean, if anybody needs more than that, they're you know they're pro PUBG players or whatever. Like I don't know, anything. If the servers are not going to be able to match that with the way that this game is made because of how much it has to do, at least not. I get it will get better, but I don't know. I would have to introduce like a huge team fight and see how bad it is, and then see if lowering these settings would change anything. But for right now, I just want to get the hanger at something that isn't generated, right? And be crispy and not all fuzzy and nappy and low resolution. There you go. The game runs on two cards.